I still vividly remember the day when my friend Eva asked me to do her a favor and wear a matching outfit to her birthday party. It was her 23rd birthday, and she had rented out a mansion to celebrate with a massive party. Eva was my closest friend, and we were both studying nursing in college. As a result, I was always surrounded by women, including my group of friends, who were all girls. Although I had dated a few girls in the past, I was primarily focused on my academics and had never acted on my little crush on Eva. When she called me the day before her party and asked me to wear a matching outfit, I was hesitant at first, not knowing what it would entail. But after Eva assured me that it would be fun, I agreed to do it. On the day of the party, I went to Eva's apartment a few hours before the event. She greeted me at the door with 2 red dresses in her hands, and to my surprise, they were identical. Initially, I was not thrilled with the idea of wearing a dress, but Eva convinced me that it would be a fun experience, and I agreed. Before we could put on the dresses, Eva had some other preparations in mind. She handed me a box of wax strips and asked me to apply them all over my body. At first, I was hesitant, but I decided to go all the way since I was dressing up. I went to the bathroom and waxed my upper body and legs, and it hurt a bit, but it felt freeing at the same time. After waxing, Eva had me put on a hairnet and sit down in her bathroom. She began applying makeup to my face, and I could not help but laugh as she giggled while putting different makeups on me. Eva asked me to pucker my lips, and she applied lipstick, which felt nice on my face, and I was starting to enjoy the experience. Eva finished applying makeup and attached a blonde wig to my head, which was the same style as her hair, making us look identical. The wig felt a bit itchy on the sides, but it wasn't too bad. Eva then handed me a bra and panties, which I put on, feeling unsure about it all. I finally stepped into the dress, and when Eva saw me, she was so excited that she ran over to give me a hug, exclaiming how hot I looked. We both wore identical dresses and were now blonde twins, but I felt jealous of how she looked in the dress. Eva then helped me put on a pair of 4-inch heels, and we did a few laps around her apartment before heading to the party. Although it felt strange and uncomfortable to walk in heels, I was surprised by how fun it was. Before we left for the party, as we walked out of her apartment building, I started to feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. I had never dressed up as a woman before, and I wasn't sure how people would react. Eva seemed to sense my hesitation and put her arm around me. "Don't worry, you look amazing. And besides, it's just for fun," she said with a smile. We arrived at the mansion where the party was being held, and it was packed with people. Music was blaring and people were dancing and drinking. Eva introduced me to her friends, and they all seemed impressed with our matching outfits. Some even mistook me for a girl and complimented me on how pretty I looked. As the night went on, I started to let loose and have fun. I danced with Eva and her friends, took shots, and even flirted with a few guys who didn't realize I was a man. It was a surreal experience, and I was surprised at how comfortable I felt in my new identity. Towards the end of the night, as people started to leave, Eva grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the photo booth. She wanted to take one last picture of us together. As we stood there posing, she leaned in and gave me a quick kiss on the lips. "Thank you for doing this with me. I had so much fun with you," she whispered. I smiled and gave her a hug. Me too. This was definitely a birthday to remember. As we walked out of the mansion and headed back to her apartment, I couldn't help but think about how much I enjoyed the experience. It had opened up a new side of me that I never knew existed, and although I didn't know what the future held, I knew that I would always cherish that night with Eva.